And welcome back, YouTube. This is Booster Box Buster here with my next installment of what to download for the Xbox 360 before the store shuts down on July 29th, 2024. There is less than 1 month to go before the store closure, and I want to go over some brief uh, hidden games, game demos, and game trailers I recommend downloading before the store closes. First, I'm going to go over hidden games. So, if you go under the games section in A to Z, and you go all the way down to the numbered area, you're going to realize that there are no items listed. However, if you go to the Browse Games section, and then you stroll on over to the arcade spot, and then go A to Z, you're going to find that under the 0 to 9 section there are actually 6 games listed here, 4 of which are non-backwards compatible. You got Zero Day Attack on Earth, which is available on the Xbox One, Zero D Beat Drop, which I'm not quite sure what this is. Looks like a multiplayer type game. I'm not sure if this supports split screen or not. A couple of Kinect games. You got Tent Frame Bowling and 3-Point Contest. 3D Ultra Mini Golf, which is available on the Xbox One. And most importantly, 1942 Joint Strike, which is a revamped, more like 3D style version of the classic 1942 arcade game and NES game. And I already downloaded this because it's only 99 cents. So this is probably the best pickup out of the numbered game section. So that's that. And I also want to share with you a game that cannot be found under any of the A to Z section. And that is the classic Tron video game. Not Disc of Tron, not Tron Evolution, but the classic Tron video game. For whatever reason, it does not appear under the A to Z section. And this is going for $5. I did download it. I wanted to test to make sure that it worked, and it does indeed work. And as a bonus, I'm going to share with you this other game called Electric Racing Car, which is, believe it or not, an indie game. However, I tried downloading it because it is just $1. When I tried to download it, it said this game or this content is no longer available. So, although it does show up on the storefront, you can no longer download it. So, just wanted to let people know that a little Easter egg. You can find this random indie game still listed on the home or on the search engine, but it does not download. So if you really wanted to play Electric Racing Car, unfortunately, you can no longer get it. Although I can at least preserve the game overview on video to prove that it did exist. And then here are some screenshots of the game. Kind of looked like a cute little slot car indie game, and it had a really cool feature where apparently you could build your own tracks. So that was a nice little feature that this $1 game included. Alright, so that's it for hidden games. Now I'm going to move on to game demos. Alright, so unfortunately, it only shows you either the most recent 100 demos that were put up onto the shop, the top rated demos, or the first 100 demos in alphabetical order. So there's really no way to successfully view all the demos at one time, which is really annoying. For whatever reason, it caps you at 100. But at least you can view some of the demos that are available. So first we're going to go by title, and then I'm going to kind of quickly go over recent release, just because those are the best way to view some of the demos that are available. And you may be like, why do I care about demos? Well, there are some demos listed for games that are no longer digitally available, and some of those games are kind of getting really expensive on the secondary market. So if you are interested in just getting the physical copy of the game, and you actually want to play the game, not just collect it, this is a great way to test it to see if you want that game before spending $50 to $100 on a blind purchase and then not liking the game later. Alright, so first up we have Afro Samurai. Fantastic anime series. The game is so-so. However, this game is starting to creep up there in the secondary market. It's not available on for digital purchase anymore. You can only get the demo off of Xbox Live here. So I highly recommend downloading this. Hyper stylized, like cell shaded art. Very, very awesome art in this game. I highly recommend downloading the demo if you want to test it out before you spend, I think this one's getting up there to $60, $70 for a copy of it. American Army, True Soldier, Amped, Apache. I might download that just to give it a try, because the game's like $40 digitally. Classic Army of Two, Azura's Wrath. This is another one. It is available in the 1. However, the physical copy's getting quite up there in price, so I recommend trying this. It's super over the top, hyper action game. It's a lot of fun if you enjoy that really over the top style gameplay. A couple of Batman games, the Battle Stations Midway. Actually, the Battle Stations Pacific happens to be the exact background I have that I'm using right now. So that's kind of cool. Bayonetta, classic game, beautiful Katamari. Blades of Time, a game that's no longer digitally available, and it is the spiritual successor to X-Blades. I recommend downloading this demo because I believe the physical copy of this is going to shoot up in value once the 360 store closes. Blue Dragon for the RPG lovers. Brutal Legend, fantastic game. Carrier Commander, this is a game that's no longer digitally available. I have no idea what this game is about. The cover art looks like it's partially stolen from Halo, though. Clive Barker Jericho, another game that's no longer digitally available. Uh, Absolute crap game. I would not recommend picking this game up because just because the graphics are some of the worst 360 graphics I've seen in a long time. Like it's PlayStation 2 era, and not even good PlayStation 2. Condemned 2, for whatever reason, is no longer digitally available, but Condemned 1 is. So I'd give Condemned 2 a try if you're really interested in it. Cordyceps Saga. Now, this is one I highly recommend if you have any interest in wanting to pick up the physical copy to download the demo first because it is a very expensive, $100+ game on the secondary market. Uh, very, it's I believe this is it. Seafold game. This is who made it? Developer, publisher. Oh, it's a Bandai game. Okay. For some reason, I thought this was uh, Atlas game, but no, it's Bandai. Okay, but yeah, this game has gone quite up in value over time. This game is not for me. I played it. It's it's a really weird like Monopoly combined with RPG combined with card game elements. It's a really weird combination of a game. But yeah, highly recommend downloading this demo of Cordyceps Saga if you have any interest in wanting to play it. Cursed Crusade. Let's see. Deadfall Adventures. That'd be a fun demo to pick up. The Dirt series, no longer digitally available. Uh, Dynasty Warriors Strike Force 3 and Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Both of these games are no longer digitally available. The Gundam game is actually just literally Dynasty Warriors with a Gundam skin over it. So if you want to be destroying hordes of uh, Gundams with a super overpowered giant Gundam that just strolls on through, it's it's a fun time. Eternal Sonata, a game that is digitally available, however, not 360 backwards or not Xbox One backwards compatible. So I highly recommend checking out this demo if you have any interest in picking up the physical copy sometime. Fatal Inertia, a game that is digitally available, but the physical copy goes for well over $100 now. Fist of the North Star. I really wish the second game had a demo because the second game is the really expensive one. Some other classic games, and then at the letter uh, we end at the letter H. So unfortunately, anything I and beyond, it's not listed on the A to Z. But now we're gonna just take a quick look at the release date ones because there are some that may be worth checking out that aren't listed alphabetically. Got some classic Lego games. Scream Ride. I don't know much about this. Looks like a adventure park type game. It is available on the One. Payday 2. Okay, yeah. Definitely worth playing that game after all that controversy. Got some other classic demos here. Steel Battalion. I don't think that one's digitally available anymore, is it? No, it's not. And it doesn't look backwards compatible. For those that don't know, Steel Battalion, the original one, came with this giant, like, 100 plus button controller. The controller itself is worth a lot of money nowadays. And then they decided to make a sequel for it years later on the Xbox 360 Kinect, and it's was met with very mixed reviews. Ninja Gaiden 3, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, Michael Phelps Push the Limit, such a weird game to make or just a weird game to make in general. Sonic Generations, all the Sonic fans out there. Alright, and that's everything. And there are two demos I want to share with you that aren't available through the standard demo search option. You're going to have to search it manually. And those are the expensive Operation Darkness by Altus, which is no longer digitally available and not available on the Xbox One. This game's going for roughly about $100 on the secondary market right now, so I highly recommend picking up the demo if you have any interest in wanting to buy the physical demo, or the physical copy. I did download this demo because this is one that I never bought, and I definitely want to check out to see if the demo is any good or not. And the other game I want to mention is a classic that was delisted not too long ago on the Xbox. And I'm sure that these are not the only hard to find games that have had their digital copy delisted, but these are the ones that I have been able to find. And wow, that just got really blurry. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. The Orange Box. Now, you cannot download the Orange Box demo and play every single game available on there. It's just the demo for Half-Life 2, I believe, Episode 2. However, it's the Half-Life series and definitely worth taking a look at. But now, I want to get to the... So with that covers the demos portion of this game. And now I want to go to the trailers. And you may be asking yourself, why should I download trailers when I could just YouTube them? Well, they're not guaranteed to be on YouTube forever, because with all it takes is somebody to get in control of a company, and they just might want to start DMCAing all the YouTube stuff because they're really big control freaks for whatever reason. So yeah, it's more just for archival purposes than anything. Plus, sometimes it's just nice to have it on the Xbox if you just wanted to happen to watch a random game trailer from years ago. And I'm going to just mention some that I recommend downloading because they're really hard to find otherwise. Because usually you could just go A to Z game, be like, oh, I want to download, for instance, I don't know, the Street Fighter trailer. You can just go to A to Z, find Street Fighter, download all the trailers to your heart content. However, these games are no longer listed, or their trailers are, for whatever reason, not connected to the game listings themselves. This is what I'm going to be going over, just games you cannot find, or trailers you cannot find normally. And first up is Orange Box. So, I recommend downloading all the Meet the Team Fortress 2 trailers because they are absolutely hilarious. You could easily find them on YouTube right now. I highly recommend watching them if you have not, because they are some of the funniest game trailers I've ever seen for a video game. I really wish I had Meet the Sandwich available for download because that's one of the funniest ones in my opinion. But yeah. Download Meet the Sniper, the Heavy, the Demo Man, the Engineer, the Soldier, and just while you're at it, might as well take the Orange Box E3 2007 trailer as well. So next up, we got to go back to the search engine. And this time, we're going to be searching where is it at? Everybody's favorite beach volleyball game. Dead or Alive Extreme 2. The only thing left on the marketplace for the Extreme series, Dead or Alive series, are the trailers that they have. You could get the Japanese TV ad, the standard trailer. I don't know why, but they listed standard trailer twice. And you can also view some screenshots from the game as well. That's the only thing left on the marketplace for the Dead or Alive Extreme 2 game. So you can pick up 2 trailers. And then the next one is actually a very Kill Bill-esque video game known as Wet. There are... Oh, this had a demo too. I didn't realize that. So throw that on the demo list, everybody. But there are also multiple different videos and trailers available for Wet as well. If you have not played it, I highly recommend checking out the Wet demo because it is such a fun, very short but very fun Kill Bill-esque type game. The next trailer I want to mention is actually one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, Final Fantasy. Now, of course, not the standard Final Fantasy 13, because all those are easily obtainable. No, we're going to go all the way to Final Fantasy XI. So Final Fantasy XI, the standard game, has a trailer available. You can download it in 480p. You can tell how old these trailers are, or 720p. Don't know why it's kind of being blurry here. Sorry about that. And then there's also an additional trailer for one of the expansions. The Wings of the Goddess trailer. HD only, by the way. No, I cannot speak about Final Fantasy XI because I never had a chance to play it. But I heard that it was one of the better MMORPGs of its time. It had a huge fan base from what I would recall. So the next game I want to talk about is a classic fighting game franchise that had pretty much most of its product removed from the Xbox 360 live service. But you could still find the Soul Calibur 4 trailer. Now, I do want to say, when you download the Soul Calibur 4 trailer, it will not appear under Soul Calibur 4 unless it's the only E3 one that you happen to have downloaded. It'll show up in an E3 folder, which is sometimes named the Resident Evil folder. For whatever reason, under mine, it's named the Resident Evil folder. And there does happen to be a Soul Calibur 2 arcade game free trial you can download, but I didn't mention this because the arcade game itself is no longer available and there is no physical copy, so there's really no point in downloading the trial for a game that you can't actually buy. The next one I want to mention is which one was it? Oh yeah, the E3 exclusive demo of one of my straight up my favorite RPG available on the 360. The Tales of Vesperia trailer. Highly, highly recommend for anybody who is an RPG fan. I love the art style of Tales of Vesperia. This is definitely worth at least seeing the trailer if you have never seen the trailer for the game. And the last demo, jeez, I'm tired, guys, I'm sorry. The last trailer I want to mention, for whatever reason, you can find the game under the A to Z listing. It's backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but the trailer is not connected to the game the game listing itself. And that is the wrestling game well, it should show up. There it is. For whatever reason, the trailer is not connected to the game listing itself. If you go to see full game, it'll take you to the game, but if you go to under extras, you will not find the trailer listed here for whatever reason. And I'll show proof of this. It wasn't there before. I swear it was not connected to the game itself before. Either that or I'm just done gone stupid. I swear I do not remember seeing it connected to the game. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe they fixed it. Okay, so I guess you could just forget that I mentioned that last one. But yeah, those are some of the game demos, trailers, and hidden games I recommend downloading off of the Xbox Live service before it closes. I do want to do one last part of the series before it shuts down, and I want to go over the Avatar store briefly because I don't really plan to buy many Avatar items myself, but for those out there that do want it, I could share with you some items I may recommend picking up. And yeah, with that, I want to say thank you for enjoying the video. Leave a comment down below if you recommend any game trailers or demos that I may have missed, or any hidden games that are not available through the A to Z search option. And yeah, I will see you next time in my final installment of the Xbox 360 items to download with the Avatar store. Until then, this is Booster Max Buster, and I'm signing out. Peace.